Now, this is gonna be through the power, to the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shah being the name of His only begotten Son, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Now, when you go to Proverbs, it gives you the foundation of what you need to know when it comes to God. It says, and what's the most important thing when it comes to God? It says, Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7, it says, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all your getting, get understanding. See, wisdom is the most important thing. And wisdom is going to allow you to understand what the Lord is bringing. But wisdom is all of the pretty much writings of the Lord, and the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So to even get on that path of learning what the Lord got and what did He write down and what did He speak, you're gonna have to fear Him first. That's Psalms 111 and 10. But okay, that's Proverbs 4 and 7. Now Proverbs 4 and 11, it say, I have taught you in the way of wisdom. I have led you in right paths. So He's going to lead you. Once you start to fear Him and listen to Him, He's going to lead you into the right path. Now, so when you get into the scriptures, He's leading us pretty much from the beginning to the end. When you go into Isaiah, he says He tells us what's going on from the beginning to the end. Let me see if I can grab that real quick. Isaiah, I think he's at 45 or 46. 45, 46. Yeah, it's 46. Isaiah 46 and 10, it say declaring the end from the beginning. So from the beginning, He's telling us what's going to happen, how it's going to begin and how it's going to end. It said, and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure. So from the beginning, He was declaring His purpose and what He want to do with His creation and with and how He's gonna set order in His creation. So let's go to my Apocrypha. This is the Apocrypha in the Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 33. We're going to start at verse 10. It says, and all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth. 11, in much knowledge, and the Lord have divided them, and made their ways diverse. So we're working with that premise. The Lord have created Adam, and then from there He started to make the humans that He created. He divided them and made their ways diverse. He didn't make everybody the same. Everybody wasn't made the same. Everybody don't have the same purpose. They have different purposes, different ways that they're going to help the Lord accomplish his purpose, but they individually have different purposes. Verse 12, some of them have he blessed and exalted. So some of the people, he blessed and exalted them over all the other people. And some of them he sanctified. So he sanctified them, made them clean, and exalted them over everybody else. And it says, and set near himself. See, that's what he did to the nation of Adam. Those that was given the law out from that nation in the Garden of Eden. That was a nation that was exalted above all the other people that he had created. Now the verse goes on to say, but some of them he had cursed and brought low and turned out of their places. See, that was the other nation that was in the garden, and especially the serpent nation that came and deceived Eve and told Eve, gave her fruit from the knowledge of good and bad, meaning gave her knowledge that was bad, gave her bad knowledge, wicked knowledge, and she convinced Adam to partake into that wicked knowledge, because that was the fruit from the nation, that tree that she was from, or not she, but the serpent gave the knowledge to the woman, because that nation that was a serpent nation gave the bad, wicked knowledge to Eve to pass on to her husband. Okay, now let's jump down to verse 14. It said, good is set against evil. So that's what that tree of knowledge, and the tree of the knowledge of good and bad, it was about good and evil. You see, but she was presenting the evil side because she only knew the good side, because the Lord had put it into their hearts and minds. Now, it says, good is set against evil, life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. This is how the Lord have set it up. 15, he says, so look upon all the works of the Most High. There are two and two, one against another. See, he set it up this way. He set it up this way. So I'm going to get these scriptures right quick, because time is flowing fast. But this is the foundation of the thought. The Lord set it up where he got good and he got evil on the scene. Now let me jump over to 42 and see what I want next. Yeah, 42, it says, it repeats the thought. It says, all things are double, one against another, and he has made nothing imperfect. You see, he has made all things are double, one against another, and he have made nothing imperfect. So he got it perfectly how he wanted to have it. The evil against the good, and the good against evil. The ungodly against the godly. Now we're gonna go. Okay, let's go straight to the heart of the matter. Let's get Second Ezra. Then we're gonna go to Genesis. Second Ezra 6. Now this is talking about the end of the world also, but we're gonna get right to the end of it. Starting at 54, he said, and after these Adam also, whom thou hast made Lord of all your creatures. Of him come we all. All humans come from Adam. And the people also whom thou hast chosen. 55. All this have I spoken, therefore, have I spoken before you, O Lord, because you made it the world for our sakes. See, he made the world for the chosen. Now, verse 56. As for the other people, okay, the other people that wasn't chosen, which also come from Adam, you have said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and have likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. 56:7. And now, O Lord, behold these heathens. See, the heathens are the people that God did not choose, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. See, they are the rulers, the people that God don't care about and didn't choose on the level that he chose the nation of Israel, or his chosen people. Now let's go to this good and evil, godly and ungodly situation, this dual, one against another, two and two. Let's go to the beginning of this thing when he set a foundation. Genesis 25 and 23. This is when the foundation was set from Abraham to Isaac. Okay, so Isaac got a woman pregnant, which was Rebecca, and Rebecca was having this going on. She said, and the Lord said unto her, meaning Rebecca, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. Two and two, ungodly and godly, and one people shall be stronger than the other people. The godly will be stronger than the other people. The godly will be stronger in everything. And the elder shall serve the younger. See, the younger would be that strong one. The younger would be the godly. Okay? Now, and they was twins, so they was in the room at the same time, fighting each other, against each other. 25, we say the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Okay, Esau was the weak one. He was the ungodly one because he came out first. He was the elder, and he's going to have to serve the godly, which is Jacob. That's why it says this in 26. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, meaning Esau would be in rulership, and then Jacob would pull him out of rulership, take him out of his elderly position. And so it said, and his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was 30 years old when she bare them. 27, and boys grew. Esau was a cunning hunter, man of the field. Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in the tent. So the ungodly was Esau. He was a liar and a murderer. See, that's what John 8:44 talks about. The father of the father of the lie. You are the father of the children of the devil, which was a liar and a murderer from the beginning. See, Esau was a con man, a liar, and a murderer from the beginning. Jacob was a plain man, meaning he was a righteous man. He did things plain and right. See, he didn't make nothing complicated. Everything was just right and how you supposed to do it. plain man, dwelling in tents, dwelling in his house. He stay in his house, mind his business, and do what he's supposed to do. He was righteous. He did things the right way. Now, so we got that. Now let's go to Romans. We're still working with the clock. Romans 9 and 11. Let's get some more on this. It says, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that was that good and evil, the good set against evil, that the purpose of God, see, this is the plan that the Most High planned before he even did anything. See, according to election might stand not of works, not because something they did, but of him that called it. See, he set this up from the beginning. He made their ways diverse. He divided them, and he set the ungodly against the godly, the good against the evil. That's how he set it up. Okay, now 21, it says, has not the potter power over the clay, or the same lump to make one vessel of unto honor and another unto dishonor? See, one unto good and another unto evil. It says, have not the potter power over the clay? Do he not have power to do these things? He have power to do what he want to do with his creation. He created them. He got power to make one good and make one evil. He got the power to do this thing and make the good go against the evil. See, this is not something that a human can check and say something about it. They don't got no power to do these things. Only the Most High got that kind of power. Hebrews 11, verse 20. It says, by faith Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come. See, this evil nation, this ungodly nation, God blessed them with rulership. This godly nation, God blessed them with rulership. That's why I say Esau came out first, because he was going to get the blessing first. He's the eldest son. But his blessing is going to be short. That's why Revelation 12 and 12 say the dragon came down with great wrath, because he got a short period of time. See, his rulership is short, so he mad as heck. He mad about that thing. Now, Jacob, on the other hand, he was going to be given an everlasting blessing. That's Isaiah 45 and 17. His world is not going to have an end to it, a world without end. That's what he said. God blessed the world because that was the world of Israel. He loved the world, only loved the world of Israel. That's Romans 9 and 13. I love Jacob. He only loved Jacob and was only going to give him eternal life. The ones of Jacob that believed on Yahweh Shah, who they ignorantly called Jesus Christ. Now let's go to Revelation. I'm going to end it on Revelation because that's what the thumbnail is mainly about. We're going to go to Revelation chapter 12. And it's all about the ungodly and the godly and these two nations that was in the womb. Verse 1, it says, and there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. That woman, verse 2, and she, being with child, cried, travailing in birth and pain to be delivered. So this woman had 12 stars on her crown. Plus, she gave birth to Yahweh Shah, who they ignorantly called Jesus Christ. So those 12 stars on her crown, and she giving birth is without a shadow of a doubt the nation of Israel. It's not no freaking church. See, and it's not no apostles. The apostles didn't give uh, birth to Yahushua. The nation was the woman. That's Jeremiah chapter 6. Let me go ahead and see if I can grab that real quick. Right here. It says, I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. See, that comely and delicate woman is the woman with the 12 stars, which represents the 12 tribes of Israel. And then while they was in the womb, you talking about birth, they was in the womb, and Rebecca was travailing, saying, why am I thus? Because these two nations was battling in the womb. Okay? And the second one, Esau, came out red. Look at what verse 3 say. And there appeared another one in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon. That's Esau in the womb. That's that great red dragon. And that great red dragon was a nation that had 7 heads and 10 horns. 10 kings of Esau was going to be battling and ruling the children of Israel. Verse 4 say, and his tail drew a third part of the stars of heaven. See, the stars on this lady crown was Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. That's why it said after that, it said, and cast them to the earth, and the dragon stood before the woman which was ready to be delivered to devour her child as soon as it was born. So this dragon was the Edomites that had the children of Esau that had the nation of Israel in captivity. See, because they had 10 horns even back then, when they was calling themselves Romans, which is a landmass, it's not a people, it's not a nation in the Bible. It's a landmass. It's some title of a land. But they was the Edomites, the children of Israel. And so that's the whole situation that we dealing with. From Genesis to Revelation, it's about the good and the evil that God created. See, that's why when you go into Isaiah, I think that's 45. He said, I have formed the light and created darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. See, he created 2 and 2. Ungodly against the godly. Evil against the good. The dark against the light. Peace against evil. Bad times. Good times against bad times. That's what he do. That's how he do things. He have the power because he's the potter. He has the power to do these things. And that's what the Bible is about. Christianity is telling a bunch of lies, and they are on the side of the evil, the ungodly. That's where those lies come from. See, he even created that. According to 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, verse 11. A strong delusion that these unbelievers shall believe a lie. They don't want to believe the truth. He got a strong delusion for them, a strong lie. That is Christianity in the whole. But I'm going to leave it there. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. Our kingdom is at hand. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native American descendants of slaves scattered around the globe. Shalom.